This week's parsha, read about the man. And mitzvah, special mitzvah for the man. Moshe told Aaron, you have to take a small container, put in it an omer, a certain amount of man, and put it l'fnei Hashem, l'mishmeres, forever, l'derusechem, for all the generations. There should always be in the Mishkan, or the Beis Hamikdash, in l'fnei Hashem, before Hashem, should be this little bit of man to remind us that we had the man. Kashetziva Hashem al Moshe. The next pasuk is a little bit cumbersome. Beshalach points out, as Hashem commanded Moshe, and Aaron placed it in front of the Eidos l'mishmeres. It's a little bit cumbersome. The pasuk should have said, and Aaron did it. Moshe told Aaron to do it, and Aaron took the tzitzinos and he put it there. No, it says like Hashem commanded to Moshe, so Aaron took it and put it in front of the Eidah, which means in the Mishkan, the mishmeres. We understand, says the Meshech Chochmah, that the point of having this man in the Mishkan was to remind Klal Yisrael, when we long left the desert and we're living calmly in our land in Eretz Yisrael, but we should remember that there was once this thing that happened that we didn't have food in the Midbar and Hashem gave us the man. But it doesn't seem like that. It seems immediately. It seems like that Aaron, at the first possible moment, there was no Mishkan. But as soon as the Mishkan appeared, Aaron right away he put this man inside the Mishkan. Why was it necessary now, while the Yidden are still in the Midbar? When we get there, it's Yisrael, we're not going to have man anymore. So then we'll need to have this reminder, this monument that reminds us that once upon a time we had the man. Says the Meshech Chochmah, we're misunderstanding the point of what's happening over here. The Rambam says in Ma'amid Chiyas HaMeisim, says the Meshech Chochmah, that there's two types of miracles. There's a nes that happens one time. There's a nes that happens for a specific reason, and then there's a nes that happens every day. We breathe, we get rain. That's also miraculous, but we don't call that a nes. We don't call that a miracle, says the Rambam. We call that teva. We call that nature. What's the difference between nature and miracles? Nothing. This is a miracle and that's a miracle. But when a miracle happens so often and it keeps repeating itself every day, it becomes natural, it becomes natural. When Hashem wants to show that He's in charge and He does things extraordinary and supernatural, so He brings a one-time nes. He splits the sea. He brings the plagues on the Makkahs, Esher Makkahs on the Egyptians, and He shows that I can do things outside of the realms of nature. But really, if we think about it, nature is just as miraculous as the miracles itself. But obviously Hashem does miracles. He does them. Sometimes He does miracles which He places in the realm, in the category of nature, and sometimes He performs miracles that remain in the category of miracle. What was the man? Asks the Meshech Chochmah. Was it a miracle or was it nature? Well, it's very miraculous. We got food from the sky every day. Yeah, but it happened every single day. For 40 years straight, they had man. So there's a danger over here that the Yidden might think that this is natural. This is how we eat. So Moshe Rabbeinu told Aaron, we have to make a remembrance. We have to put aside a little bit of man to remember that there was always man. What do you mean? Oh, it's not going to be forever. There's going to come a time when Moshe Rabbeinu is not going to be alive anymore. And as we know from the Gemara, that the gift of the man was in the schus of Moshe Rabbeinu. The Ananei Kavod was in the schus of Aaron, and the Mei Be'er, the water, was in the schus of Miriam, but the man was in the schus of Moshe. If Moshe dies, there won't be any man anymore. So there's going to come a time when there won't be man. Kasher tziva Hashem el Moshe, like Hashem commanded to Moshe. That means to say that the man was always in the schus of Moshe. So therefore, Aaron immediately, he didn't wait until the Yidden left the Midbar and they came to Eretz Yisrael. He immediately placed this little container of man, and he said, Klal Yisrael, take a look, I'm putting it here now. You know why? Because we're not always going to have man. And I want you to appreciate that the miracle of the man is a miracle. It's a nes. It's not teva. It's not nature, even though it's going to happen every day for a very long time now. But don't get used to it. You have to appreciate it as the high-level nes, and not as the regular level nes, which we call teva. Good Shabbos. Please don't forget to subscribe. You'll get the video every week by subscribing. Put a like. Thank you very much. Good Shabbos.